So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again, the third and final video of the day. Thank you very much to every single person who has subscribed to this channel. Literally, as I record this, I am less than 25 away from filling the whole of the Emirates Stadium, 60,000. So, yeah, it's been kind of mad. 6/10 of the way to 100K is pretty mad in 2.5 years. So, yeah, thank you very much. From a standing start as well, having lost a channel on 12,000 subs before that, to build up this one to, well, it's nearly on 60K. To build it up to 60K, I'm kind of proud of myself. So I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. Maybe they should put me in charge at Arsenal. I'll build a title-winning team like that as well. Make sure as well you go and subscribe to more Lee Gunner. I would appreciate that. Let's try and build that one up as quick as we've built this one up. And that one is on about 4.6K. So yeah, let's push that one up to 5K and we move on. And hopefully that'll grow and grow and grow. But we are going to talk about 5 players that are out of contract at the end of this season. And it's kind of mad, really, because a lot of these are first team players. But this is what the Banter Club do. And make sure you are smacking a like on the video as well. Would appreciate that. But the 5 players that are out of contract this the end of this season: Alexander Lacazette, Lacazette, whatever you want to call him, is currently worth a few quid though. If we want to sell him, we haven't offered him a new deal. I'm going to come to all of these, or we have, and he hasn't. Whatever, but I'm coming to that in a minute. Callum Chambers, potentially going to be our first choice right back this season. Said Kolasinac, the tank. Then we go to Mohamed El Neni. Mohamed El Neni will be starting the season as it stands at the moment. And then we move to Eddie Nketiah. Now, if you add up how much they're all worth, we say Nketiah is worth what, 10, 15 mil? Lacaz's worth what, 20, 25 at a push. So that's what, maybe 35 roughly. Callum Chambers, 10 mil maybe. It's 45. El Neni's worth 50 quid. And Said Kolasinac's probably worth about 20p. So it's not really a lot of money, but that money would come in handy, wouldn't it? So how are we sat here with 11 days to go with all of them still at the football club, having not signed a new deal and not leaving? Because that makes no sense. Have we not learned our lessons? And the funny thing is since this new regime has come in, I think that they have handled some of the things very well in terms of strapping up Martinelli, Saka, Smith Rowe. You know, they've brought some decent players along the way. Lokonga looks like a good buy. Kieran Tierney, obviously we know he's quality. And yeah, I think like some of the stuff they've done has been all right. It's been decent. It's what I'd expect a big football club to be doing, is looking after their future, looking after the youngsters' future, securing the security on these assets, because they are assets to the football club. A footballer is an asset. So it makes me laugh that when we're sat here in the final season of 5 of our players, one of them is a youngster in Eddie Nketiah, that we rejected £20 million for from West Ham in January, if you remember rightly. Why did we reject that? Like, what was the thought process in rejecting that? Because we ain't getting that for him now. So why don't we just take the money? You know, we had other players that could slot in. Balogun could have jumped in the first teams. Martinelli was fit and available and should have been playing games. You know, that was in January. He was back from his injury. So there was no excuse not to sell Eddie Nketiah. Now he's gone into the final year of his contract. He can just play the long game now. Just say, yep, cool. I ain't going nowhere, mate. Yeah, I'll just wait. I want to stay at Arsenal, but I don't want to sign a new deal. And then I'll go and get a bigger wage packet somewhere else, because he's entitled to do that. He signed the contract. He don't have to leave. That's now the position we're in. With Lacazette, it's funny as well, because Lacazette's on stupidly high wages and nobody's going to pay him that and the fee. So again, he ain't going to sign a new contract. Apparently, we offered him one, he rejected it. Excuse me. So we're kind of snookered with him. Mohamed El Neni ain't worth anything anyway, so he's irrelevant. Callum Chambers, our fans, I've seen so many of them going nuts. Oh, let's play him at right back. Oh, Callum, he could save us a fortune. No. No, not good enough. Not good enough for Arsenal. If we want to get back to the top, Callum Chambers is not good enough, and he ain't even good enough to be a stepping stone. So just bin him. And again, he could probably go to clubs level up on Eddie Nketiah's choice of clubs, because Callum isn't actually bad. He just ain't that great. Whereas Eddie Nketiah is shocking. I don't rate him one bit. But Callum Chambers actually can play at right back, can play at left back, can play at centre back, can play at DM. He's a jack of all trades and a master of none of them. So I just think that we could probably get a few quid for Callum Chambers, and we've now probably potentially ruined that, and he'll probably play and he'll probably end up signing a new contract. I remember when we signed Callum Chambers, he was our most expensive centre-back signing at the time ever in our history. Oh dear, it's all gone well, isn't it? It's going well. It's good here, isn't it, at this club? So yeah, and say Kolasinac just terminate his contract. Like, it just makes me laugh, because Vinay and Raul, when Raul was here, and I say this all the time because I'm going to hold them accountable. Most people won't, but I do. And I don't care if my channel's small in comparison. I'm still going to say my opinion. I'm still going to say how I think it is, and I'm going to hold them accountable. They sat there on that sofa talking to Laura Woods and said, anyone going into the last 2 years of their contract, we're going to offer them a new deal. If they don't sign it, we're selling them. Well, there's 5 that are still here, mate, and going in and into the last year of their contract. In fact, they're into the last 11 months of their contracts now. So yeah, that's gone well, isn't it? Another lie. And that means their values decreased quite a lot, especially Lacazette. Because if we'd sold him last summer, we probably would have got a lot more than we would this summer. Same with Callum Chambers. Probably would have got maybe double the amount of money last summer than we would this summer. And it just smacks of incompetence. On one hand, you do good things and you sign up some of these youngsters to deals. And then on the other hand, you take forever to do any business in the transfer window. And then you've allowed all of these players to go down to the final year, when some of them you've rejected bids from in January from other clubs. Like, that just makes no sense. Like, why would you reject 20 million and he's still here going into the last year now? Like, this football club is stress. But make sure you subscribe, like, share. Let me know your thoughts on all of that. Let me know how much you think each of them are worth. Do you think Kolasinac's worth more than 20p? I don't know. You tell me. I'm a poet. I fully know it. Let me know how much you think for Lacazette, Eddie, Callum, and El Neni as well. Leave it all in the comment section down below. Let me know if you think any of them are going to stay and sign a new contract as well. It'd be interesting to see what you guys have got to say on that. I'll be back again tomorrow with free live streams. Not live streams, free uploads tomorrow. So make sure you come and check that out. All have a wonderful evening, whatever it is you are doing. Make sure you follow more Lee Gunner, and I'm out of here. Arteta out.